Hello, Aquarimax Pets here. These are Armadillidium vulgare Magic Potion. This is pure stock from Caio Candillion, who along with J. Fiore was the originator of the line. And these are also known as American Magic Potion, but really any other stock that comes from another place should be known as something else because this was the original. And there is a beautiful line from Japan called Magic Potion Japanese line, but we really ought to call it something else like Japanese Dalmatian or something like that, because these have been specifically selectively bred for increased yellow coloration, whereas the Japanese line has only been bred for the Dalmatian trait. In other words, the white body with a few dark flecks on it. And though the Japanese stock does have some yellow markings, it hasn't been selectively bred for those yellow markings. And so that's a major distinction between the two. I am going to add a few more individuals to this enclosure here. I just changed about half of the substrate in this enclosure and removed some of the specimens from the original smaller bin, so that about half of this substrate is fresh and half of it is the older substrate. That can often be a good thing to do when you're moving the isopods so as not to stress them out. The new substrate and the old may have different pH values, and they may also, well, definitely will also have different microbial profiles. The newer substrate and the older substrate will be essentially different environments. And so in order to avoid stressing the isopods, it's often a good thing to change only 1/3 to 1/2 of the substrate at a time, and that is generally what I strive to do. You can see that they're munching on some powdered food here. I love to offer powdered food for a couple of reasons. It's not the only form in which I offer food, but I do like to offer powdered food partly because with things like fish flakes or small fish food pellets, they can pick up the flakes and pellets and run off with them, which is kind of fun to watch, but at the same time, you don't get this sort of grazing effect that you get when you have a powdered food or a large piece of food that they can't pick up and move. So this is great if you want to view them in one place over time. And I put this food here a short time ago, and if I were to just leave the camera here, over time you'd get a large gathering of these as they figure out where the food is. And there's something really satisfying about just watching isopods sit there and munch, and it allows you to get a really good look at them. So today's video is kind of short, but this is one of my 3 bins of Armadillidium vulgare Magic Potion. Really glad that Kyle sent those to me back a couple of years ago, and the stock just keeps growing. They're probably my favorite Armadillidium vulgare morph, and the one that I have chosen to really focus most of my attention on as far as that species goes. Thanks for watching today. I post videos every Friday with live streams during the week as well, and there are also some shorts. So please feel free to share, rate, comment, and if you haven't already,
subscribe.
and then tap the bell for all notifications so you don't miss my next video.